Together, we're poison.
Goodbye, Kim. Goodbye, Jimmy. Hello, Saul. Better Call Saul just gave us the answer to one of the biggest questions of the show, and it's the definition of bittersweet. As Jimmy and Kim try to pick up the pieces after Howard's execution in their living room, it becomes increasingly evident that this cycle of violence just can't continue. Well, to some people. Remember, we still have all of Breaking Bad to go. But first, let's talk Better Call Saul, episode Fun and Games. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call. The threat of Lalo may be gone, but it's a whole other challenge for Jimmy and Kim to just go on with their lives like their little cat and mouse game with Howard didn't ultimately get him killed. Jimmy passes on the same wisdom to Kim that Mike once gave him.
At some point, we'll suddenly realize that we haven't thought about it at all.
And Kim does her part at Howard's memorial service, even making up a story to his widow, but she once saw him doing lines of coke in his office. But it's clear this is all weighing on her. Like this kiss when she says goodbye to Jimmy leaving the office, it feels like a real goodbye, not a see you at home, sweetie. And in the end, it is a real goodbye. Kim goes straight to court and tells the judge on her case that a new lawyer is taking over for her. She's already informed the Bar Association, but she's no longer practicing law.
I gave notice to the bar 2 hours ago.
Now Jimmy tries to talk her out of it, but Kim has already packed up all her things at home too. It's the end of the road for them.
You asked if you were bad for me. That's not it. We are bad for each other.
Kim admits she got caught up in their scam and that she didn't tell him Lalo was alive because ultimately she didn't want to call off the Howard scheme and get them to safety.
Because I was having too much fun.
It is such a heartbreaking scene, but I think a small consolation is I think Kim's getting out of this alive. I mean, she's found a way to break the cycle of violence, which is such a big theme in this show and especially in this episode. Like also in the scene where Mike goes to tell Nacho's dad that his son will never be found, but that he was a good man and that justice will come to the Salamanca family. It's supposed to be a comfort, but Miguel doesn't see it that way.
Ustedes son el cartel y su justicia. Todos son iguales.
As for Jimmy, we know he's not breaking anything but bad. In fact, he's going full Saul Goodman, and we close off the episode with Saul waking up in his mansion with a random woman by his side before heading off to work at the office we know so well from Breaking Bad. Yes, Better Call Saul has officially caught up to Breaking Bad. Jimmy McGill is gone, Saul Goodman is here to stay. While Kim accepted her responsibility for Howard's death in her own way, Jimmy is leaning in hard to his new persona to avoid all of that, and we all know how that goes. Now, do I have hope that Kim shows up in the Gene timeline, Jimmy can be redeemed, and there's a happily ever after ahead? Of course. But do I have a lot of hope? Not really. I mean, when has this show ever given us that kind of joy? We're with Better Call Saul to the very end, so like and subscribe, let me know what you're thinking of the season down in the comments, and head over to popculture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call.